Action.
I will start with a question. Oscar, you have been so brave, and it's been so inspiring to see you move through a really rough patch. And then in the fall, when you said, I'm going to be teaching again soon, I said, oh, good, yes. And I was wondering if it would actually happen, and it did. And so I was just so excited about that, and to see you, how much you came to life when we started class again was really exciting.
Great.
Yeah, and I want to know, how did that feel for you?
It felt great because it got me out of my thinking about my problems, and as you know, it changes every day. Some days I'm ready to take on a challenge. Other days I'd rather just stay in bed. But that doesn't really help anything. It just gives my body a chance to rest, but my brain is doing monkey talk, as we call it. So coming here takes me away from that. And then the music. It's very inspiring.
One thing that I've learned from you, both as flamenco and also as learning about Parkinson's, is that you take every day and you try again, right? And you've always talked about you have to pelear with the baile, right? Like you have to work it, really find the compás, find the timing, and we're always más o menos, more menos than más. But that perseverance of just keep trying, just keep going. I think that quality of flamenco and that quality of you as a person in your life has really I think I see that through you, and you continue to push through Parkinson's with that attitude.
Thank you. Well, I think that's where flamenco really helps in our situation, because you've all heard me use the word pelear, and it's in the cante. You pelear con el cante means you have to command it. Pelear con el toro, when the bullfighter is fighting with the bull. Pelear con el baile, so that you fight to get your rhythms correct. And pelear with so many things. So flamenco gives all that. So in a sense, I was ready for the fight when this happened. I'm not a person that gives up easily. Sometimes I'd like to give up, but there's no, I don't know, it's hard to explain. There's a lot of contradiction in my life because of the things that aren't obvious. I don't know if you remember last year, I think, or a couple of years ago, I had really bad dyskinesia where my body was just moving and I could barely stand or do anything. Well, since they've changed my medication, you can see that it's affected my body, but it's not every day. So it's an ongoing battle with the situation. So flamenco suits this fight.
my relationship or friendship with Oscar, it knows no bounds, because, you know, I came to be with Oscar or know him through flamenco, which he taught me almost the whole world. But when I think of him as my friend, or as, you know, somebody who inspires me, I think of a strong spirit. Strong spirit. And that brings me to the idea of duende. You know, it just happens. And, you know, we all have battles in our lives. We all have challenges. They make us strong. They empower us. And I think in those moments where we are the most challenged, whether you're doing a flamenco, any flamenco form, but even if you're in your daily challenge, we are in duende. Duende is there to support us, right? And one of the gifts that Oscar gave me was understanding that. And in this time now that we're all spending reflecting on, you know, Oscar and Parkinson's, I feel that it's, I don't want to say it's a gift, but it's a blessing that we have created a new aspect of community, right? And we're all here to support each other, but support the person that has inspired us in all our different ways.
One of the things I recently learned or read, and you all know this, that music, in this case dance, is one of the best therapies for anybody who has either mental problems, physical problems, or so forth. Is that they used to think that music was only in one part of our two brains, and now they found that music lights up many parts of the brain at the same time, and so it gives you so much more information and joy when you know that music and dance and the arts, especially music and dance, because music, you have the rhythm, you have the melody, and you have the words, all these things, the harmonies, they're all working the brain. So I think that's a tremendous gift to know that your time, even thinking about a creative art, is stimulating your brain. But when you stop thinking about that, you start worrying about monkey talk, or you're not even aware that you're doing that. That's when things get bad. And the blessing, if you will, that I found about having Parkinson's is that, not to demean anybody, but I don't have Alzheimer's, I don't have ALS, I have what's called Parkinson's. And Parkinson's has many different degrees of being, right, with different people. I just happen to be lucky that I found an art form that in a way has saved my life from deteriorating more. So it is a struggle. It's not easy, and Miles will attest to that, as you all do. Miles, who is a person who helps me tremendously through every day, but you all do too. Just the fact that I know that you're there, you're going to come on Friday, I have something to look forward to. So the brain, you got to keep that going. Right, Melinda?
Right. It's an important muscle.
said about how flamenco goes with that battle, and sometimes, you know, I'll think about when I've got a difficult moment, you know, doing my flamenco pose and how that inspires me to be strong, and, you know, I've learned that from you. When you had said that you were going to teach, and I thought, you know, because you'd had a difficult summer, and I thought, well, you know, you have an idea about how this will work, and I was open, right, and I wasn't sure about it. But the thing that struck me really, and I feel like it's such a blessing to be able to continue to work with you, for all of us, it's like your brilliance was distilled, like it was sort of pared down, and it gave me this opportunity to understand your work and understand how you think about flamenco in a different way, without, you know, because like flamenco is not just movements, right? Like we can learn all sorts of movements, but we're not learning flamenco. There's something else that's there. And so, I think that it's incredible to be able to spend time at this time continuing to learn from you. I'm very grateful for that.
Thank you.
Me too. I feel immensely changed by you and this class.
If I can show you what you all do for me, is that you inspire me to be able to do this, and I'll do it slowly. Is to be able to do that is a big challenge. And I can do this because I do my exercises as much as possible, learning to use my arms, learning to use my buttocks, learning to use my feet. All of this stimulates the body to not atrophy. And of course, you see me walk around with my walker. I'm trying to learn how to walk with a cane. That's a little bit more difficult. And Miles is helping me use the stairs. So that's another challenge. But we did it. And you've helped me, Tracy, there. And it's the dance that keeps my body active. So even just doing this, or sometimes with Jhoely and I, when she came to help me do my workout, I was playing Latin music, and we started moving to the music, and I started dancing to the music, and it brought more joy to my body, right? And it was fun. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And surprising, I could still do it. Yeah, there's a lot to be said for camaraderie and understanding and support in so many ways. And I'm trying to keep this as far away from me as I can. Sometimes I get negative, and I want to give up. And I remind myself, don't give it more power, fight it, stay strong. And the less power you give it, even by talking about it, the less it'll be present in my life. Because it's there anyway. So I think that my body, even though it's going through whatever people with Parkinson's goes through, I'm still moving, and that is really helpful. So for anybody who sees this who has Parkinson's or anything like it, keep moving in your head and your body, and life will be a little bit easier to manage. So that's my lesson for today.
It's what we said, Oscar, the other day, that not winning the fight against Parkinson's, but learning to live beside it, with it.
That's right.
Yeah.
When I had colon cancer, I learned that cancer is now a disease that you can live with. You don't necessarily die from the disease, because there are chemicals and pills and radiation and whatever, but you can actually live through cancer. Mm-hmm. Well, same thing. You can live a life with Parkinson's, and who knows how my end is going to come. But I always encourage people, when it does come, have a party and enjoy the party, because what else?
I'm filming all of this, by the way.
Well, you got a lot of footage of the breakdown of the piece, so I think that was something
Yeah.
that inspires people to do crazy things like flamenco when you can't dance properly, but it still inspires you to want to do it. So,
Including standing up in your flamenco shoes and
Yeah.
showing us the llamada.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, good job, Oscar. And
Olé.
smile to me.
Oscar.